Hello, welcome to Tiki Rick Adventures. This is going to be your what to expect in the month of January 2025, what to expect in the new year at Disneyland Resort. This will be your guide if you are planning a trip in January 2025. If you're coming to visit the Disneyland Resort, you're definitely going to want to watch this video. We're going to cover the entertainment schedule, the refurbishments of rides, and special events. We're just going to go over everything that we can for the month of January. So let's get this started. I wanted to go over the entertainment schedule and the special events that are coming up in January 2025 here at Disneyland and at DCA too. So obviously the Christmas season ends on January 6th. So starting the 7th, there will no longer be Christmas music. Some of the decorations will still be up, but they'll be transitioning out of the Christmas and holiday period. And all the Christmas and holiday music will be gone by the 7th. But yeah, it'll take a little time to get the tree and the decorations and stuff down. So those will still linger for a little bit. You can still watch the Christmas Fantasy Parade and the Believe in Holiday Magic fireworks show. You can watch both of those up until January 6th. Also World of Color, the holiday one, you can watch that up until January 6th as well. After that, the entertainment schedule is getting really cut. There will be no parades in the rest of the month of January, unfortunately, and there will be no fireworks shows either, not even projection shows, and they're not even running Mickey's Mixed Magic like they normally do. Usually they would run at least the projections, but they're not running anything on the entertainment schedule. I don't know if that's a glitch. I've been checking the last week on the entertainment schedule. It seems unbelievable though. That's a really big disappointment if you're traveling from out of town and you really want to see some entertainment. There's going to be very sparse entertainment options, very few options, so it's just really disappointing actually. I'm surprised to see Disney saving that much money on entertainment. Even Fantasmic will be postponed for the rest of January. I think January 10th and 11th are the only days to see Fantasmic. I've checked every other day in January and there's no shows of Fantasmic that I saw, even on weekends. So that's pretty surprising. No parades, no fireworks, and no Fantasmic. You can catch World of Color 1 that'll be running over at DCA during January on most nights. Weekdays, usually 1 time per night, and on weekends, 2 times per night. And the hours will be till midnight at Disneyland on the weekends, surprisingly. And then it'll close at 10 p.m. on the weekdays at Disneyland. DCA is 10 p.m. on weekends and 9 p.m. closure on weekdays. So the hours are still pretty good. Sometimes during the winter time, Disney cuts their hours by a lot. I'm surprised to see they're still open till midnight on the weekends though. That should be the rest of January. Obviously check the day you're going in January just to verify this information. Things can change without notice. Sometimes I do overlook a day here or there, but for the most part, it'll be open till midnight on the weekends. So that's pretty good. That's pretty generous actually. There's a couple of special events happening in DCA in January, so let's head over there next and we will check out what's going to be going down in January. I'll let you guys know what's up with that over there. So let's head over to that park next and I'll talk about it. Keep in mind that the red car trolley is going to close in the beginning of February. January is your last full month to ride this. If you like this attraction, it's really sad that it's going away. It's a nice tribute to the Pacific Electric Railway that used to be in Los Angeles. It's a really nice tribute. It is sad that it's going away, so ride it in January while you still can. One of the biggest events of DCA during January is going to be the Anaheim Ducks Day. So that's the Anaheim hockey team, the national hockey team. It is going to be a day dedicated to the players and to the fans of the Anaheim Ducks. That'll take place on January 24th, and there's a number of things for that that'll be on offer. You can meet some of the players, the hockey players themselves. They'll also have a meet and greet with Wild Wing, which is the mascot of the Anaheim Ducks. There's going to be a lot going on. The Animation Academy is going to do a special day of just Disney Ducks drawings. So instead of drawing normal Disney characters, you're just going to be drawing ducks all day. They'll have those rotating throughout the day. So if you want to draw a Disney duck, that's a good day to come. The 24th is going to have a lot on offer, especially if you're a hockey fan and an Anaheim Ducks fan. There's going to be a lot. There's also going to be a cavalcade with the players. That's a big deal because they take actual hockey players and put them in a cavalcade, and that'll run along the streets of DCA, so that'll be something fun to watch. And the courtyard is also going to be like a headquarters of sorts. The courtyard here by the Hyperion Theater, I think that's where you're going to meet Wild Wing, that's where you're going to meet the mascot and be able to take some photos. There'll be different photo opportunities. And then the Hyperion is opening, actually. You can go inside the Hyperion Theater, and that's going to be called the fan headquarters. So I don't know what's going to be in there. They'll probably have something, you know, maybe a sticker or something to give away, but there's obviously going to be something going on in there. So if you are a fan of the Anaheim Ducks, definitely check out January 24th at DCA. Make your reservations for that day, because that's going to be a really big deal. It's going to get very crowded. People are going to want to see the celebrities when they're here, and there will be a lot on offer at the Hyperion probably. So stick around the Hyperion and the courtyard area. There'll probably be stuff in Hollywoodland as well. It'll be this corner of the park basically. So stick around this area of the park and you will definitely see something that is noteworthy. You'll definitely have a fun day that day, especially if you're a hockey fan. January 17th until February 16th is going to be the Lunar New Year Festival. That's one of my favorite times of year at Disney. I love that at DCA. I think it's the best festival. It's just a lot of fun. I always enjoy the colors and the costumes. I enjoy the celebration of the Chinese culture. I just think it's a really fun and special event that they do here at DCA. Of course, they're going to have the food booths, the marketplace food booths for the festival. The food is usually pretty good for the festival. I like it. There's a lot on offer. There's a lot to eat during the festival. You can watch Mulan's New Year procession. That's a lot of fun. You get to see the different characters in their different outfits, and the meet and greet characters like Mickey and Minnie. They'll have special outfits, special Chinese outfits just to celebrate Chinese New Year. It is the year of the snake, so expect lots of snake stuff to be celebrated. It'll be a lot of Disney snakes. Think like Celia from Monsters Inc., her hair, how it snakes. It'll be characters like that. Probably Kaa will be the biggest one from Jungle Book, and there will also be Sir Hiss from Robin Hood. That's a big snake character in the Disney world, and I think they will have merchandise and stuff around Jafar in his snake form, and if I had to guess, probably Juju from Princess and the Frog. They'll probably have some Juju stuff as well. There's going to be a lot of merchandise and food that's centered around snakes. Usually in the procession, they have specifically 1 or 2 or 3 snake characters. We had Year of the Tiger and Year of the Dragon after that, and they always put a tiger and a dragon. Whatever the year is, they will put those characters in the procession. There will be a lot on offer for that. I love the Lunar New Year celebration. I'm really excited for that. So there definitely will be special character costumes and festival decor. So come for that. That's going to be a really fun celebration. I just like how they decorate the parks even. It's just a really nice time of year. It's a lot of fun and it's a great cultural celebration. I think it's a great thing that Disney tries to incorporate other cultures too. They're trying their best. All right, so I wanted to go over the refurbishment calendar for Disneyland and DCA because there's going to be a couple of things closed that you should know about. Some important things are going to be closed. Pixie Hollow is still not going to reopen. Pixie Hollow and Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln are both going to be closed for the entire month of January. On January 6th, the monorail and the Mark Twain will be going down for refurbishment. So make sure to get in your Mark Twain rides now. The Mark Twain is not going to be closed for very long. It does open January 11th. So really just a couple of days it's going to be out of commission, and the Columbia will still be going. I love riding the Mark Twain though. It's one of my favorite things to do. There's never a wait, and it's just a great way to experience Disneyland. You get to take a ride around the rivers of America, and it's just really relaxing and peaceful. It's just something really fun to do that a lot of people brush over, but definitely need to do that. It's only going to be closed for a couple of days, so in the meantime you can just go on the Columbia. That will still be running. There is no reopening date for the monorail yet though, so we don't know when the monorail is going to be closed, and the Disneyland Railroad is also going to close for a refurbishment too. The railroad will be closing on January 13th, so get in your rides now. You have a little bit of January to still ride the railroad. Do a full circle. Do the whole circle around the park, because that's something really fun and special to do, especially at night. Try to do it before the Christmas lights are taken down from Small World. It's so beautiful to see the back of Small World all lit up, and you get to see the Matterhorn in the distance. It's seriously breathtaking and awe-inspiring. You definitely want to do that before the railroad closes. So you have up until January 13th to ride the railroad, and that will be closed for an indefinite amount of time. We're not sure. They're not replacing a quarter of the track this time. It'll be done later in the year, so it'll be closed later on in the year, probably for 3 or 4 months again. I think this will just be a smaller refurbishment, so it'll be closed for a less amount of time. On January 21st, Small World is closing. They do have to take down the holiday decorations. They have to transition from Small World Holiday over to the regular Small Small World, and that'll take a couple of weeks. I don't see a reopening date yet, but it'll be sometime early February or mid-February probably. It takes them a little bit of time to get all the decorations down and to change Small World back over to the regular Small World. So you do have quite a while to ride Small World. It'll be one of the last holiday things in the park. You have up until January 21st to ride that. So if you want to do the holiday version, do that before January 21st because it will be closing after that. On January 7th, Haunted Mansion will be closing for its transition as well. They have to come back from the holiday version. They will take down all the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. And finally, after over a year, we will have the regular Haunted Mansion back. I'm really excited for that. I love the regular Haunted Mansion. That's my preferred version. I just like the classic. I think it's fun and it's something spooky kind of to ride. The holiday version is fun, but it's not as spooky and it's just not for everybody. Nightmare Before Christmas is not my favorite franchise. I'm not a huge fan of the movie, so I do like that the original one is finally coming back. It was closed for refurbishment last year, so we never got the regular one back. It went from the Nightmare Before Christmas one and reopened as Nightmare Before Christmas the next year. So we haven't had the regular version in a very, very long time. So I'm really looking forward to that. And that will reopen January 18th. So they're going to take just 11 days to do it over. And that's really quick. I feel like in the past it was a lot longer than that. That's a really quick transition actually. So it'll only be closed for 11 days and then we will finally get the regular Haunted Mansion on the 18th. So I'm excited for that. Also January 7th, Jolly Holiday is closing. It is going to be under refurbishment. I'm not sure if they're doing kitchen work or facade work. I don't think anything will physically change with the restaurant. They're not going to retheme it or anything major like that. It probably just needs some touching up, some tender love and care, you know, just some TLC here and there. Every restaurant needs to be worked on every once in a while, but that's one of the best bakeries on Disneyland property. It's definitely really good to eat there. They have the classic grilled cheese and the tomato soup that everybody loves, so it's going to be really missed. Hopefully they do open it up quickly. It doesn't have a reopening date yet listed, so I'm not sure when that's going to be back and open, but hopefully they work on that really quick because I love the Jolly Holiday. I think those are the best sweet treats in the parks. And it's a good place to eat too for lunch. So hopefully they get that one up and running pretty soon here. Over at California Adventure on January 6th, Grizzly River Run is going to be closed for its yearly refurbishment. They always have to work on the mechanical stuff. They drain the ride. They always do that during January and February in the winter. When it's colder, not as many people want to ride the ride when it's colder anyways. So it's a good time of year to shut it down and give it some work that it needs done. They do it every year. This isn't unexpected, but there's no reopening date listed for that one yet. And also on January 6th, Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind will be closing for a refurbishment as well. Those are going to be the two things closed in DCA. Nothing else is listed as closed for all of January in DCA, so that's pretty good. Most of the rides will be available, and on January 24th, Emotional Whirlwind will reopen. So that one does have a listed reopening date. So that's all of the refurbishments for both parks for January. So take note of that. Just know that there will be a couple of major things closed if you're going during January. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope if you are coming in January to the Disneyland parks, you have a great trip. I hope this helps you prepare and plan for your trip in January. Happy New Year again to everybody, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys real soon.